Mike with KMI TV, and I'm here with Dwight Stoll. He works on the Hasbro line of Marvel Legends, and I believe X-Men as well.
Correct.
Okay, so tell me about what we have here this year.
Okay, well, what you're seeing in this case in particular is a very strong sampling of our 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe line. Some stuff that's on shelves now, and the front row shows some contenders coming out between now and the end of the year. We also have some super exciting news for the con, is the relaunch of Marvel Legends 6-inch, which is, as you probably know, one of the most sought-after Marvel collectible figure lines ever. So, this weekend, for New York only, we're debuting Wave 2, which no one's ever seen these figures before, as well as a couple of the variants. And then, I know it sounds ridiculous, I keep going up in levels of excitement and keep saying this is even better, but we're also debuting in New York the major chunk of the cast of Avengers from the Marvel's Avengers for 2012, which is going to blow the world away. So
That's good. Now, when you go through the cast of characters, how do you decide who ends up getting into each line of Legends figures?
a lot of heated debates. We sit around a table with a bunch of pictures and computers and laptops and papers and argue like scolded 12-year-old children over who deserves to have a figure and who doesn't. And sometimes it comes down to the last man standing, but on calmer, saner days, it's just kind of, we pitch things around and just try to formulate a strong mix of classic characters, modern characters, standalones, teams. We just try to create the entire year up front with an understanding that the Marvel Universe has a very, very broad and diverse collecting appetite, and there's no Marvel collector that likes the same thing. So we like to kind of it's more of a shotgun approach to just put a lot of buckshot out there and try to appease a little bit of everyone.
Now, with the 6 inches being back, are there any changes in maybe the posability, or are they exactly the same as they were before?
No, they are not. We hope people think that we've improved upon them. We've been hearing for lots of years people screaming and crying for ankle articulation, such as ankle rockers and things of that nature. So as we move forward on all of our new figures, where possible, we're adding extra articulation like that back in. So a lot of what you're seeing in here has a lot of that extra stuff addressed. All the double knees, double elbows, unless there's a extreme exception, like an Arnim Zola, where his belly's a television. I couldn't do anything with that. But yeah, we've really tried hard to raise the articulation, because we know that's a huge buzz point. Deco, another huge buzz point. So all of that stuff for Legends, we're really, really trying to amp up and make it our strongest offerings yet.
Now, are there certain body parts or certain areas that are harder to produce than others? Like, I always feel that hair would probably be the most difficult thing to accurately portray in these figures.
That's interesting. I've never really thought about that before. I mean, the human musculature is not the easiest thing to capture, and especially when you throw the fact that Marvel's not human; they're superhuman. So we're always debating over the level of aggressive styling we put onto these figures and trying to figure out where that right balance is. And Marvel Entertainment doesn't help us very much, because they keep bringing in these incredibly talented illustrators to do these things, but every bloody illustrator has their own special take on it. So they're all over the place in a really, really good way, but it's so hard to say there's a definitive anything. And we just kind of go back and forth. Hair, faces. I think faces probably, to get a strong expression that resonates, is probably one of the harder things to capture in plastic.
And so, when are all of these products coming out?
Okay. Most of Universe is out, that we're showing here is out now to the end of the year. Like I said, the front will be coming out within the next 3 to 4 months. Marvel Legends launches in January of 2012. And the waves will follow throughout the course of the year. We have 3 waves planned for the main line currently. Avengers, which we're super jazzed about, I believe launches in March, Wave 1. And what you're seeing here is some of Wave 2 and Wave 3. And those will be trickling out from March to May to the end of the year. And what you don't see in this case, we also have at the far end of the booth, we have our the fantastic reveal for the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man figure from another. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. They're going to be really good. So
Can't wait to be able to buy some of these instead of just.
I can't wait to sell you them.